forward and thing, but they went and stepped backwards in terms of being vulnerable.
We are waiting for Landry Shamet to join us to talk about this team that is going to the NBA Finals, and he is ready to go, we are told. So let's talk to Landry Shamet about the Knicks and their victory tonight, completing another
Now,
sweep.
let's interview one of our players on the inside the NBA. When our player has his team won the game and a clean sweep in the Eastern Conference Finals. And this clean sweep, that's for everything. Listen to the name.
Oh man, it's crazy. My first finals, and obviously it's super exciting and feels good, and we want to obviously enjoy this, but at the same time, same breath, like we got a larger goal here, and so definitely gonna enjoy the next day or two. And, start locking in for what's to come. We got 4 more wins to try to go get. And we know it's going to be even harder. So really proud of this group and kind of what we've fought through all year, and being in this position now with this team, it's pretty special.
Landry, great series. I played with some
No
great shooters, big shot by
Ryan
Ryan Shaw, Rick Fox. And I used to go to them on nights of closeout games and say, I'm coming to you, be ready. Did Brunson and Cat come to you, and did anybody on the team come to you and tell you to be ready, because you're more than ready, my brother. You're playing great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, I think one of the beautiful things about this group is our approach, regardless, is pretty steady. There was no, make it special, Landry, we're going to play through you tonight or anything, or anyone. Our whole thing, when we're at our best, we, stick to our principles, play within ourselves, play fast, rely on each other. And the beautiful thing of this group is it could be a different guy every night. Josh Hart had a great shooting night this series. When they're sagging off of him, he made a bunch of shots. Could be Deuce, could be anybody off the bench. Jose, doesn't matter. It's the next man up, and truly like a collective effort.
Number one, young man, congratulations. And me, Kid, and Shaq and Ernie have had the experience of being in New York when the Knicks are doing good. Can you explain to people, number one, how in the hell y'all be making all that racket on the roads? And how crazy it is being in the Garden? I just walked around New York right now.
Y'all know, Knicks fans are a specific species of human that should be studied. It's special. They're crazy. They're crazy. They fly on Monday. They're everywhere. They take over arenas. Everywhere you walk in the city, that's what you hear. The buzz is unbelievable. There's really, you could try to explain what's going on in New York right now for Knicks fans, but good luck. It's different. Knicks fans are different, man.
Congratulations, Landry. I think the other thing that you went 11 for 12 from 3, and that's going to be, go down in history as, one of the great series. But I thought really your defensive effort on Donovan Mitchell in Game 1, when you guys were down, was just as vital, if not even more, because he was really having his way, and defensively guarding the best player. You get that assignment as well sometime.
Yeah. He's a hell of a player, and I've said it before. We have a tremendous luxury on this team of having multiple primary defenders that we can give guys different looks. Because as you guys know, these are the best players in the league, and really good offensive players the team's played through. If you give them the same look over and over all game, they're going to figure it out and pick you apart. And so we have the luxury where we have 4 or 5 guys really, perimeter defenders that we could stick on the ball and say, you got him. When we find something that works, we will stick with it, but we have the ability to go to different things and give them different looks, and I think that's a huge strength of our team.
Last question until you can go celebrate. You guys are going to have about 7 to 10 days off. Did Coach mention to you guys about being careful, about being smart?
Yeah, he's been huge on, with that. As we had it in the last series, we swept the Sixers, and we had like 9, 10. That was crazy. That was a long stretch, longer than the All-Star break. So, but one of the things he was talking about was, the fighting human nature of getting comfortable. And also, as you guys know, you can't recreate, playoff atmosphere in practice. You just can't. The intensity, all of it. It's hard to recreate. So, we've got to find ways mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually to, you know, keep our spirit where it needs to be. You know, even with time off, taking practices seriously and being intense, going at each other a little bit. So we'll have a good week and be ready to go.
Landry, this is, I promise, the last thing. But I am curious.
Y'all are good, man.
Because this is just like the last series. You're going to have 8 nights off before you play again, and you don't know who you're going to play yet. So how does that work out as you're preparing? Is it okay? We'll prepare for OKC on this day, and then San Antonio. How do you break that up?
Yeah. I mean, this series we waited all that time and really had one day to prep for Cleveland. But you know, you drip feed some stuff in throughout the week, watch some film on both teams. We got a lot of time, so guys will be, you know, locking into film and watching the games, obviously. But we'll walk through and go through both team stuff throughout the week, and then ultimately, whenever you figure out who you got, then, you know, full steam ahead on that group. So it worked out last series where we waited all that time to have really one day to prep for Cleveland fully. So, you know, obviously you can't control that, and we know that. So we'll see how this series goes over there with 2 really good teams, and we'll do, you know, control what we can control on this end to be ready to go game 1.
The man missed 1 3-pointer in 12 tries in the series. As I like to say, if you shook his hand right now, you get a 3rd-degree burn. Landry Shamet joining us here on Inside the NBA. Nice going. We'll see you in the
Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
It's our pleasure.
Great feeling, man.
I was gonna mess with him a little